still the devil. So the category of demons you are inviting there are different. They are not less powerful, and they are not less wicked, but they have a very different face and look. They look like a friend, but they are your hardest enemy. So they come when a person gets into that environment and begins to pray to what they call God. Sometimes some of them mention the names of angels. Some of the angels, they don't know who they are mentioning. And sometimes some of them get into so-called spirits and mentioning some names. And those are demonic names. And whatever they pronounce over you there is a curse. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Even if they say you are going to have money, that money will become a curse. It's a curse. How many of you know that the devil can give you money as a curse? Hello? If you don't know, get to know now. The devil can give you money as a curse. Now, when you take your child there and say, please help me to pray for this child, help me to see, and they say something, it's a curse. Why? Because God had a plan for that child. The devil has a plan for that child. God has a destiny for that child. The devil has a destiny for that child. Now, if you don't ask God for the destiny of that child, the devil will bring the destiny, his own destiny, on that child. What I'm saying is deeper than what I'm talking about. There's no enough time for me to give you full explanation, but just believe what I'm saying. My father did a play called And Your Mom. Even though they didn't know much, And Your Mom means destiny. Now, somebody was coming from heaven with God's given destiny. And in the middle of the way between heaven and earth, the evil spirits took that destiny and gave him another destiny. That happens. If you're a talented artist or gifted person, God had a plan for you. The devil had a plan for you. The devil has a destiny for you. God has a destiny for you. The devil will wrap his own destiny with fame, popularity, and money. And if you don't know God, you will grab that because it's more attractive. But you'll end up in disaster. But if you know that of God, you grab that of God. And that talent and gifting will be used for the glory of God. And you end up in eternal, with eternal reward and eternal fame and popularity. Are we getting this?
Yes, sir.
So it's the same thing. And when you go to those people, they'll tell you the person who does not want you to make it in life is your mother. She's a witch. They're very good at knocking two heads against one another and destroying a whole family and a whole career. Because the spirit that speaks in them is called soothsaying spirit. Soothsaying spirit will tell you the food you ate last night. They can tell you. Even the clothes you wore to work yesterday, they will tell you. Because they're evil spirits. They can read your mind. They can tell you what you're thinking now. Because they're spirits. So don't let that move you. They have that power because they're spirits. Once you cast off this body, you will be able to see like that. But because of this body, you are, we are, restricted by this body. So you can't see. Only what God reveals to you. Are we getting it? Yes. So because they can see and they can tell, doesn't make them so fantastic. Are we getting it? Yes. So don't be surprised when you go into a herbalist house and it tells you that I saw you when you were coming down, you took this red car and so. Don't be shocked. Why? Because the herbalist is possessed by a soothsaying spirit. So he's clairvoyant. He can see. But it doesn't make him God. In fact, it makes him more of the devil. Are we getting this? Yes. But what he pronounces, if you take it, is a curse. Because the devil has no good. Can you see any light in darkness? No. The darkness cannot help it. It has no light. So even when the devil pronounces good, it is evil. Do we understand this?
Yes, sir.
Now, when you go to there's various Aladura churches. My grandmother in the mother's side, with Baba Oshofa, Ajanle Koko, Bakashi, Bada, they started the cement together in Makoko, Lagos. We were young, they used to take us there. But because of my relationship with my dad, I don't want to see, there's not enough time to now tell you the depth of what happens, even during my relationship with my dad and my going about. All the dances we were dancing, they were danced to demons. Each of those dances has some demonic spirits. For example, we had a dance, Okachama. We dance all those dances all over theaters here, everywhere. Okachama, that dance was, originated from the worship of the water spirits. Every movement and every step in that dance is an adulation to the water spirit. Are you getting this? So I don't want to go into that. There's a lot there. But let me talk about where I know that many of us have gone into. I used to know one man in Nigeria. He was a prophet of a church called Kerubu and Seraphim. Was a powerful occult man. Very powerful occult man. He used to have all sorts of parchments. Parchments they are occult materials. You buy them in occult shops. Or they are sold by witches, by occult witches. They are also, you can buy them, then also there are special incense that you burn. Parchments, they have all sorts of things inscribed on them. You can write anything. But those things are demonic words. Some of them are for either good luck, are for this, or for that, or for this, or for that, whatever they are for. This man was really, really deep into this. He was deep into 6 and 7 books of most written by D. Lawrence and all that. He had all the so-called secrets, the book of secrets of Solomon's wisdom. All those books are demonic, seriously demonic. This man, one particular day, was talking to me. There was a woman who actually gave him money to try and get me into doing something that I didn't want to do. And I went to this man and he said, look, if you were my son, I wouldn't advise you. I wouldn't allow you to do that. This is what this person gave me. So, what do? What have you got in your hand? You give me something, then I'll tell her that I've done it. And this man was very deep. And he was in the high level in Cherubim and Seraphim Church. Let me tell you this, and I can say it anywhere. I've said it to many of them. If you invited me to Celestial Church one day to come and preach to them, I don't know whether they will invite me again. It is the Spirit which speaks in Select Church, Cherubim and Seraphim Church, Church of the Lord, Aladura. All those spirits are demons. But they are religious. This is where I'm going. They have also come into the gospel churches. Just because a person is not wearing flowing white garment does not mean that the tongues that is coming out of them is of God. Are you getting this? Yes. What I'm saying, there's not enough time. On your own, read Acts chapter 16 from verse 16. This damsel, this maid, was filled with, the Bible calls it the spirit of divination. That's another spirit, another word for soothsaying spirits. It will tell the truth. The worst of all is that it can be religious. Sing praises, he will sing. Some people say, when you say the name of Jesus, just say the name of Jesus. In the Rosicrucian armor, my father was a Rosicrucian member, top level. In the Rosicrucian armor, people, Jesus is called the Grand Master. In the Occult, they call him, they give him the name, the Great Magi in the Occult realm. In Ifa, they call him Orishala. Are you getting this? So, even the kingdom of darkness recognizes Jesus. And that's why the book of James says, you believe that there is one God, the devil believes and he trembles. The kingdom of darkness, Jesus, they bow down. Are we getting this? Yes, sir. But that doesn't mean that they will serve him. So, when you read the Bible, soothsaying spirit will read the Bible, they come on the pulpit and read the Bible and preach. So if you don't know all that as characteristics of soothsaying spirit, you will not know it. When a sister rises up and prophesies into your life, and all those prophecies you're listening to them, and you don't measure them by the word of God, especially those of you who want to become rich overnight. You don't know whether that spirit is talking out of her is of God. The Bible wants us. 1 John, epistles of John. Go and read it yourself. It says there are many spirits, many false teachers have gone into the world. He said, test all spirits. Are we getting it? Yes, if he said that to them at that time, how much more now? To round up, I told you I have a very little time. Because I haven't even given you my testimony. I haven't even gone into some, real thing. But let's just summarize. So let me give you my testimony very quickly. I was deep in this world. Show business in Nigeria, well, same thing in Hollywood. It's not about how your expertise alone. You have to have some powers helping you. And that's why it baffles me sometimes when some Christians they're planning, they want to forge forward in their Christian life and they cannot pray. Even in the world of darkness, you can't do that. Hello? I said, even in the world of darkness, you can't do that. So, I was involved in a number of things, various things. Some of them, they will scare you if I mention. So one day, we were going to launch this so-called new, 2-in-1. So it was a big thing. The papers came and reported it. They came to our rehearsal. We were going to launch it at the National Theatre in Lagos. It was in the front line of the front page of the papers. And we went on what we call a preparatory tour. So when Lokoja and all those places to perform, to come back, we were getting ready. So somebody had a dream. And saw someone came into our house and said, if you will follow me, I will give you what you ask for. And she said, who are you? And he said, I am Jesus. She looked up, and all she was able to see was the 2 nail prints on his feet. So when she related the dream to me, I said, Papa of Shofar did not see more than what you saw before he started selling church. Maybe God wanted us to follow him. Okay, I have not been going to church. I don't know what church is all about. But maybe next Sunday we should go to church and see what they're doing there. So we went to church. I went actually, because that dream hit me like a thunderbolt. Don't get me wrong. Even though we were doing all those things, we were still religious. We still sing about God and about Jesus. Even at the time I was talking, I think one of my songs there was that Mutimon, now I know this way of salvation. No, I will never go back. And I was deep in. So you hear those songs, it doesn't mean that person knows God. So we were still religious, so it had an impact on me, and I said, okay, let's go to church. Which church would I go? The only church there that was kind of popular in our own understanding was Select Church. So I went and saw my sultana. Put my sultana on and went to the nearby Select Church. When I got there, what was going on? I said, if this is all there is to church, let them keep it. I don't think it's for me. So I walked out. I didn't even allow them. I just walked out. And then, so this person now said, you come back. I said, what? Then someone else said, look, there's another church very nearby here. I don't think they do those kind of things. I said, oh, okay, let's go next week. We went there. It happened to be a gospel church. The pastor was faithful. He preached the gospel. And he made an altar call. Whoever gave his life to Christ, and I went forward. I gave my life to Christ. By the grace of God, since that time, I've never been back. All the equipment I had, everything. Before that time, we went. My brother, he was about 6 months older than myself. He went and embezzled some money from his company, and then we put all the money together and we bought this big equipment. My dad had to pay the money back. So the equipment, what are we going to do with the equipment? I had a friend, very close friend then. His name is Sonny Ade, the musician. So I went to him, Sonny, you want some equipment? He said, what? Which one? The one I saw in the front paper? I said, yes. He said, what happened to you? I said, I'm not doing this business anymore. He said, what? I said, I'm now born again. He said, come. Took me to his private living room. We were there talking from 11 until 4 a.m. in the morning. Say, you know, these people, they come, they say they are seller. This one come, they say they are this. And we know them. Some of them, this particular prophet said, if you give me money, I will go on the mountain and fast and pray for you. We gave him money, 1,000 pounds every week, 1,000 naira every week. He went on the mountain and fasted so that we may prosper in the business we were doing. Now, his God didn't tell him we embezzled the money. So we know them. So when he was saying those things, I knew what he was talking about. So all of them said, they deceive us. Say, don't be a victim of these deceivers. Anyway, I said this one is real. And that was how God took over. By the grace of God. And that had some impact in my dad when he was on the location with a film they were doing with that film was starred by P.S. Brosnan. That film was being filmed in Nigeria. And my dad was brought to London. At that time I was in London. I was studying, I was doing film production. And he asked me to go and call my pastor to come and pray for him. He was on his deathbed. Doctors had told him he wasn't going to live. So I got Pastor Paul Ginodu, I got a number of pastors, I got pastors from Deeper Life, everywhere. And then we were all there, we prayed. And after they left, we were holding prayer meetings with him for a whole week until the 4:45, 4th of April, 1990, when he prayed his last. He said we should buy him a Bible, that he preferred the one with the golden edge. We bought it for him, he clung it on his chest, and he was buried with it. Looking at all that world and what Christ has done, it is hard for me to believe that there is any other way anywhere. Number two, it makes me to understand that truly, when the Son sets you free, you are absolutely free. Let's rise up on our feet. We play on that, we call that Aye. Aye was brought from